Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. There is absolutely no end to the PK and Congress love-hate relationship. Multiple rounds of talks running into hours and 600 slides later, Prashant Kishor and Congress fell out. Ending days of speculations about whether Prashant Kishor will join hands with the Congress party or not, the grand old party yesterday announced what many had not expected. Party's communication head Randeep Singh Surjewala tweeted, and I quote, "Following a presentation and discussion with Shri Prashant Kishor, Congress President has constituted an Empowered Action Group 2024 and invited him to join the party as part of the group with defined responsibility. However, he declined. We appreciate his efforts and suggestions given to the party." Shortly after this, poll strategist Prashant Kishor also tweeted from his Twitter handle this. He said, and I quote, "I declined the generous offer of Congress to join the party as a part of the EAG, that is Empowered Action Group, and take responsibility for the elections. In my humble opinion, more than me, the party needs leadership and collective will to fix the deep-rooted structural problems through transformational reforms." Now, this development was rather unexpected, but I would say not completely surprising. Unexpected because it was Prashant Kishor who reportedly had approached the party with a blueprint for 2024, but unsurprising because in the past too, the talks between the Gandhis and Prashant Kishor did not yield any positive results. On the contrary, the poll strategist went on a tirade against the grand old party in interviews to media channels. Who knows, we can also expect the same in the coming days. But why did the talks between Congress and PK fail? Why did he refuse to accept Congress offer? Let us talk about the story behind the story. But before that, we require your support. Since last few days, in fact, since last 1 month, we have been facing some strange strikes on our channel. This has also limited our viewership. This has also affected our subscription on the channel. Now, we need your support for that. While we are sorting out this problem, we would ask you to please share this content to as many people as possible. Like this content, join our channel, share this channel's ID with several of your friends and acquaintances so that we are able to spread to people. And if you want to contribute to us beyond that, then you can go to our website www.hwnews.in/support. There we have different subscription option available for our viewers and our readers, and whatever plan that suits your budget, you can choose that, and you can choose to pay us, you can choose to contribute to us for the cause that we believe in, for the cause of true, free, fair journalism and the unbiased reporting that we do. Because when you pay, you not only ensure that we survive, but we also thrive to tell the truth. Now, last week we spoke about the viral 600-slide presentation that Prashant Kishor reportedly gave to Congress party. The presentation mentioned multiple suggestions in it, including focus on East and South region, on regional coalitions, change in grassroots leadership, change of image via improved communication, and aggressive attack on Prime Minister Modi. The presentation also spoke about new roles for the Gandhis and shift from the dynasty structure in the party and getting more younger leaders in the system. It also spoke about an election task force that will assist the party chief during elections. As I said, there were multiple rounds of meetings with Kishor before taking the final decision. Before this, Prashant Kishor had met only the Gandhis, but this time was different. PK not only met the Gandhis, but he also met several senior members of the party. Sonia Gandhi, following the meeting with Prashant Kishor, set up an 8-member panel to study this recommendation and prepare a report on it, and the result of which was formation of a group called Empowered Action Group 2024. Prashant Kishor was offered a defined role with defined responsibility in it, but he refused to accept the offer. Now, a lot of people wondered, since it was PK who had approached the party showing willingness to work together, what went wrong? Was there something specific that Prashant Kishor expected out of Congress that he did not get? If so, what was it? Now, according to reports, there were 5 major factors because of which the PK-Congress combo could not happen. Number 1, hold on entire communication. Reportedly, Prashant Kishor wanted to handle the entire communication and messaging of the party. But apart from that, he also wanted to access data to decide the party tickets and strategy of the party. This, however, rang an alarm bell for the grand old party. They were not okay with an outsider getting absolute free hand in matters as important as deciding party tickets. Congress's contention or Congress's reservation was that if PK handles entire communication and ticket distribution, it may infringe on others' roles in the party. Moreover, it will make organizational bodies like PCC and CEC redundant. Number 2. Difference of opinion on reporting. Now, in an organizational structure, leaders or workers or office bearers are accountable to someone who is above them in the hierarchy. They report to their bosses. Here, Prashant Kishor reportedly wanted to directly report to Sonia Gandhi. That is, he will only be answerable to the party chief. The Congress, on the other hand, wanted him to have a limited but defined role and be a part of the empowered group. Number 3. Different focus. Apparently, PK wanted to focus on Lok Sabha elections 2024, the bigger picture. He had earlier in an interview said that he is willing to join hands with the Congress party to defeat PM Modi. So it was pretty much clear that his focus was 2024 Lok Sabha polls. However, the Congress wanted him to focus on the state elections scheduled at the end of the year in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh first, which I think was not agreeable to Prashant Kishor. Number 4. Trust issues. Like any other relationship in the world, trust was the factor that became the most decisive factor here. Reportedly, the Congress wanted to know what role he and his firm will assume once he joins. However, Prashant Kishor was insistent that both should be looked at separately and not together. The party, however, was not convinced. The major blow came when Prashant Kishor's election management firm IPAC tied up with the TRS in Telangana to handle the campaign. Now, the main rival of TRS in Telangana is the Congress party. As soon as this development took place, the Congress leaders in the state of Telangana sent an SOS to Delhi. Congress wanted him to not take up the role, but he did it anyway. Now, some reports also say that role of Gandhis was also something that led to difference of opinion between the two, and eventually they both decided to end the negotiations on amicable terms. Now, there are lots of questions and points that emerge out of this. Firstly, can any party, however small it may be or however weak it may be, give the entire hold of the party or power to decide the tickets and appointments to a person who joined just few days ago overnight? Consider if it was TRS or Shiv Sena in place of Congress. Will they let go of the core functions and powers in the party to an outsider? Let us consider for a minute his demand was valid, justified. He has built a successful campaign for several parties that have won the elections. But a party agree to this if the same person's company is working with the rival party somewhere else. Would the party agree to this? The apprehension here is Prashant Kishor and his company are never seen as two different entities. PK wants to be in the Congress, have absolute power, but also does not want to let go of his profession as poll strategist. So he is trying to ride two boats at the same time. But imagine as a person who will have all the data of a party, if you work with a rival party in a particular region, how will that be acceptable to the party? Now, lots of people will also say that it is his profession and he earns out of it. Consider this. Lawyers in Congress like Kapil Sibal or Abhishek Manu Singhvi, they are practicing lawyers, but do you think they will ever take up cases of their rival parties on issues where their party directly contradicts their position? For example, if Congress and BJP are fighting over, say, Jahangir Puri bulldozer demolition in court, will these lawyers accept BJP as a client because it is their profession? The answer, as you know, is no. Thus, it seems like Prashant Kishor is confused as to what he exactly wants to do. If he wants to be a congressman, he has to share the ideology of the organization and the rules of the organization. Then he has to let go of his role in IPAC, for which he is clearly not ready. On the other hand, if he wants to come in as a professional, then he has to accept the defined role party has for him. In this case, it is election management and not running the entire party. Again, he is not ready for this either. Now, a few days ago, PK had said that he is willing to join the Congress to defeat Modi. Another report suggested that he wanted to join hands unconditionally. After yesterday's development, one wonders what happened to the common purpose and unconditional entry. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, if you like this video, please give us a super thanks. Like this video, comment below it and share this video to as many people as possible. And if you like the content that I bring to you, then please do follow me on my Twitter handle, that is at ARTI_GHARGI, that is at RT_Gargi. Thank you so much.